What's up, y'all? Headed to the gym. Wanted to just get on real quick and speak. Yeah, man. So today I want to talk about selfishness. And when we talk about selfishness, we usually talk about selfishness as if we can only be selfish when it comes to other people. But most of the time, right? Most of the time, we are selfish not only to other people, but to our future self. Right? You can be selfish to your future self by not doing what you need to do today so that your future self will benefit. Okay? And so this is advanced level thinking right here, because there's something called short-term gratification and long-term gratification, right? Short-term gratification is where you do things that are primarily going to benefit you now in the near future, right? That could be, you go to work today because it's benefiting you now. You're getting that paycheck now, or, in a week or two or whatever, however often. More short-term. Long-term thinking is you show up, and even though you're not making as much money as you would like to make right now, you're giving it 100% because your future self is going to benefit through you getting a raise, promotion, you learning a skill set that will allow you to take your knowledge and go start a business and do for self, right? Those are long-term gratification items. And so many people get caught up in the now. I'm going to be selfish now because what I'm doing right now isn't paying off now. So I'm going to be selfish and not do for the long term. I'm going to be selfish and do for now. I'm going to do everything that gives me instant gratification now, but screw my future self. So I'm not going to learn the skills to go start my business that I want to start. I'm not going to be consistent. I'm not going to put the work in, and just because I'm not getting paid from it now, I'm not going to do that. But what about your future self? See, the real big goals, the goals that take time, that requires you to think for your future self. Think about your future self. All right, here's an example that I think will help. Right? If let's say that you are in a situation to where the decisions you make now are going to affect something later, right? Here's an example. There are some people who are lactose intolerant, meaning if they have dairy, their stomach gets real upset. Sometimes it gives them diarrhea. They get sick, right? Now, in the moment, they may like that vanilla ice cream. They may like that glass of milk. But their future self is the one that's going to have to deal with the consequences. The self that is in 2 or 3 hours later, they're going to have to deal with the consequence of that. The stomach ache, the nausea, all of the pain that comes from it, right? So if you're able to think of your future self, it will help you make better decisions now. Another example, entrepreneurs, right? There are many entrepreneurs who are scared to make phone calls and talk to people because they don't want to feel uncomfortable now. They're not thinking about their future self that could be earning millions, that could have investment properties, that could have financial freedom, that can pay for their kids' college, that can afford a lifestyle that many people dream of. They're not thinking of their future self. They're thinking about now and how uncomfortable they don't want to be right now. But in order for you to get to that level where you have that financial freedom and all of the things that come along with it, you have to think about the future you. You have to stop being selfish. See, you're being selfish when you don't make good long-term decisions. You're being selfish. When you don't take care of yourself and you're always eating unhealthy and you're not going to the gym and you're not exercising, you're being selfish because you're only thinking of the you now, and you're not thinking about the you in 5-10 years that's gonna have high blood pressure. You're not thinking of the you in 5-10 years, 20 years that's gonna have heart disease. You're not thinking about the future you. You're thinking about the you right now. But here's the thing, you can have your cake and eat it too. Because if you think about the future you, that leads you to making better decisions now. And you making better decisions now helps it to where the decisions get easier, and in the long term, you benefit more. Right? You benefit more. But what I see so many people doing is, I want it now. And if I don't get it now, screw it. But then in 5 years, you still gonna be talking about you ready to come up. You ready to make that 6 figures now. You ready to start that business now. What if you would have started making those decisions 5 years ago? Where would your life be? 10 years ago, where would your life be? Because it's easy to sound all big and bad right now as if you're going to have everything figured out in 5 years. But damn, in 5 years when you don't have it figured out and things still aren't going your way, then what? That's what I want you to think about. If things still aren't going your way in 5 years, then what? If they're still not going your way in 10 years, then what? Right? And if they're not going your way in 10 years, it's because you were selfish at some point. You were only thinking about the you in the moment. You weren't thinking about the you that's going to be living in the future. You weren't thinking about the children you may have, the family members you may want to take care of, the lifestyle you want to live in the future, right? Nothing is promised. And that's why you have to put yourself in the best position for your future self to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So stop being selfish. Stop being selfish to your future self. Your future self deserves it. So think long term. Create you a 5-year plan, 10-year plan. Create you a vision of where you want to be in 5 to 10 years and make decisions based off of that. Look at the bigger picture and make decisions off of that. Get broad and then focus in. What I mean by that is think big and take specific actions. All right. Hope that helps. If you got any value from this, make sure you like my channel, subscribe, all that great stuff. I'm going to be hitting you with more and more content. So make sure you look out for that. And if you are looking for a coach, an entrepreneur coach, that it can help you increase the value of your time, help you become more productive, help you set better goals, hold you accountable, make sure you make sure you DM me on Instagram at Fitz Mindset, or drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll reply with my email. So thank you, and till next time.